Hello, hello, hello. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Khushamdeed. Ji aaya nu. Goeiemorgen.
Bekhair agale, ni hao, chune shumme, washmale, ohaya gonzaimas, guten morgen, hola, boyor, privyet, kaifahal, halashama chatore, ahlan wasalan, marhaba, buna, mucho, gracias, and a very amazing good morning to everybody who's tuned into PTV World and are watching World this morning alongside the very amazing, the very talented Shiza Hashmi and Shahzad Khan. Hello Shiza, how are you today?
I'm absolutely great. And should I say the super energetic Shahzad Khan? Because ladies and gentlemen, first of all, it's Monday. Well, some of us are happy, some of us are not, but we're coming out of a weekend. For me, the weekend was super fun because I didn't work this weekend. But for him, he was out of town, he was working, and he was traveling all night, but he made it to the show.
Yeah.
So I really do salute your,
Thank you very much. Thank
festival.
you very much for saying that, and I think that keeps me driving as well. But usually what happens is that you have a couple of your friends, you have people who actually matter to you in life.
Yeah.
And then if there's something wrong, so there's this energy which is just missing out there as well. So you want everybody to be perfect and in perfect condition or in perfect shape as well. Everything needs to be healthy. So once that balance is disturbed, I think that the person actually gets disturbed as well.
That's
so if
true.
there's anybody who you think is disturbed, I think this is the right moment to make a pledge to them as well. And for everybody who's out there, I think we need to be happy within our own selves as well. And whatever makes you happy should actually be your first priority. But other than that, I think my weekend was superb too as well.
Yeah,
Even though I
I'm
was
pretty sure.
working, I love what I do. I think that's something which actually pushes me to do or to be where I wanted to be today as well. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot even, I do not have the words to let you know the kind of experience I've had over the weekend. It was a wonderful event. It was full of people. They were making a lot of noise. And they took a lot of selfies with me too.
Right,
as well.
I've been watching your stories and it was so much fun, absolutely.
Yeah.
And since you mentioned, you should keep the people around you who are, happy and then make a circle, and just sort of subtract the people who do create any sort of disturbance in your life, right? This makes me, sort of miss my grandparents as well. I feel like grandparents are such a blessing because, first of all, they are a shield from whatever your parents say to you, right? And they're your best friends. They're your childhood partners as well. They share everything with you, their experiences, their stories, whatever they have. I really miss having them around. And if you do have them, please do cherish them.
Exactly. I think that's something which we need to do as well. But now, ladies and gentlemen, coming down to what we are going to discuss today, we will be discussing today. So I think this is one of the very most important shows which I'll be doing in my life, and that is that whenever we talk about expos taking place all over the country or probably outside the country, I think these are the these are the places where a businessman or people who actually need to invest in the country need to come.
Right.
And we have been talking about a lot of foreign direct investment as well. We're talking about a lot of people traveling to Pakistan for work. We're talking about new plants, being installed over in Pakistan for car manufacturing or whatnot. So all of these businesses, ladies and gentlemen, are definitely administered by different chambers as well. So today we'll be joined by people from Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce. They're over here with us and they're joining us because of the fact that there's this international expo taking place from where there'll be marble in it as well. There'll be so many different things that we really need to focus on it. Because Shiza, what I've realized so far is that Pakistan based on our economy is based on agriculture.
Yes.
And we haven't really probably progressed in technology or in terms of technology, or we haven't actually risen our yields as well.
Right.
So I think that it's about time that we focus on to other products or other things where we are actually going to increase the exports as well. And we've always been in trade deficit, being the country which has always been in a trade deficit. I think that these are the people who came up with these brilliant ideas. This is not the first time that this expo is taking place, but it's going to have an impact on economy.
Right, absolutely. I totally do agree with that. And since the expo that you're talking about, it is definitely going to, boost the culture of course, trade and business, but also exports. And when we're talking about export, Pakistan moved to 68th position in terms of exports in 2017, and we're there ever since. And most of the exports that we do make are related to linen, cotton, or fabric. Which reminds me of a story. This was just 2 days ago when I was reading Adnan Siddiqui, a very renowned celebrity of Pakistan. He was in Tennessee visiting the museum or the living place of Elvis Presley, right? And there he happened to come across cushions. The house sort of remains in the same place as Elvis Presley left, right? So the cushions over there said made in Pakistan, which actually made Adnan Siddiqui so proud. He put up pictures of it. And I'm absolutely proud of that as well, because it happens to be one of the biggest exports of Pakistan.
Well, I think that's great that, to see the label which says made in Pakistan and, wherever you may probably be. I'm sorry that I have to discuss this as well, but we manufacture sports socks ourselves. So we manufacture it for one of the most, or probably a few of the most amazing brands all over the world as well. But you know, that's where the problem lies. Now, for example, if we are manufacturing a pair of socks for 21 rupees over here, you know, after it gets branded, I mean, we print the same brand on top of it. It's for $5 outside as well. So what do you think Pakistan's getting out of it, even if we are making it, even if we are manufacturing it? I think these are the reasons, these are the things which we'll be discussing. So on our right-hand side, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we have been very lucky that we've been joined by the President of RCCI. He's none other than Mr. Shahid Salim Malik. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, absolutely perfect. Thank you very much for joining us, and it's wonderful to see such vibrant, young, amazing person who's actually the president of RCCI. I think there are a lot more wonders to be revealed, ladies and gentlemen, but alongside Mr. Shahid, it's his first time to be on television. We have told him that, you know, it's your TV lounge with a lot of television sets over here. He's the chairman, International Achievement Awards, ladies and gentlemen. He's none other than Mr. Chaudhry Nadeem Rauf. Hello, assalamu alaikum, how are you?
Walaikum assalam, and I can only say Hale Shuma Chotore because because this is a Persian word I only
exactly. But thank you very much for joining us. It's wonderful to have you, and let's get our conversation started. But before we get our conversation started, I think we really need to go for a water break. So once, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back. We'll definitely ask them what is this expo all about, how is it going to benefit, and one more thing, and that is that, you know, the recent statistics says that Pakistan has moved up in terms of the ease of business.
Absolutely, we need to talk about that.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that as well, whether we actually have to pay somebody to get our work done or it's getting done anyways on merit. Let's do that. Good morning.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to World this morning with a super energetic Shahzad Khan and Shahzad Hashmi after a very small water break.
I'm not very super energetic today, though.
No, but you are. So we are today discussing and actually celebrating how Pakistan moved up in rankings in terms of ease of business. And, you know, with regard to that, we should discuss this expo happening in Rawalpindi. It has been happening, as Shahzad already mentioned, for some years now. So over to you, sir. Tell us about this. How did the idea come to you? And how has the response been over the past few years?
Thank you very much, and I'm thankful to the whole team of the PT World that for this specific International Rawal Expo, which is going to take place from 17th to 21st of April in Topirak Auditorium, Ayub Park, which is itself a very big venue.
Absolutely.
And I am thankful to the PT World and it's honor for Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce that both organizations have joined hands together and signed MOU that they are going to work together for this particular expo and the events coming ahead as well. Now, this expo is not a new thing for Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce. This is the 35th year we are doing this expo. But 4 years back, the idea came that why not to tell the world that what Pakistan is doing.
Right.
Because Shahzad, if you see that we were passing a phase, the whole country and the nation, the terrorism and all that, and the soft image of Pakistan was not going.
True. That's
but Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce believes on the activities which are result-oriented. And we don't talk of the soft image of Pakistan. We talk of the true image of Pakistan.
That's so true.
That's the main thing. Because internationally, people say still the blasts are going on, and if they will be walking in the street of Pakistan, so somebody will be going to, some thief will come, or they will be looting on the, some things like that. So it was only the media perception.
Yeah. Of course.
So we thought that in this, like 4 years back, why not to invite some international delegates to see the expo, to meet the business community,
Right.
and to show them at least the Rawalpindi region that how safe Pakistan is. So 4 years back, how we did that we offered free space to the embassies here in the diplomatic enclave.
Okay.
Come and join us, sit here for 5 days, and if you want to invite some guests from your countries, do invite them.
Wow.
We are the host, we are going to take care of everything. So I remember at that time, 4 years back, a small delegation from different countries, all together there were 28
Okay.
delegates, but from different countries.
Right.
That encouraged us really. And even the ministers and the government who were visiting us, they really bucked up. Actually, this is the responsibility of the government, they should do that.
Yeah, that's so true.
So Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce, we are a crazy type of people that we always, we don't wait for the governments that whose responsibility is this.
That's the spirit, actually.
Actually, Shiza, we never mark the lines
Right.
that this is Shiza's responsibility or mine responsibility. We
Right.
say this is a country's sake thing, so we have to go for it.
Absolutely.
So
love it.
then later on, the next year, luckily now I am the president of Rawalpindi Chamber, but that time I was a chairman of the Expo committee. So at that time, then we made pavilions that the international exhibitors should come as well.
Okay.
Now, people will say that if the international exhibitors will come, it means you are encouraging the import sector of Pakistan. No, we were not encouraging the import sector. Actually, what we were doing, we invited them, and maybe, Shahzad, we can arrange some joint ventures for them.
Exactly.
For the local investor and those who are coming, the joint ventures.
Okay.
And at the same time, we are promoting SMEs as well. So now, how the international exhibitor is going to promote our SMEs? If a small entrepreneur, he wants to go to China, so he has to spend a certain amount. So if a Chinese company is coming here and displaying its items and products, so at least our entrepreneur is going to save the amount initially. He has to visit China, so he can meet them as well.
Oh, right, perfect.
So this was the idea. So now this expo is from 17th to 21st of April. About more than 12 countries are participating. A very big delegation from China. 48 people are coming from 39 companies are coming from China.
China alone 48, and the
Yes.
first time you had 28 altogether.
Altogether,
Such a success,
yes.
mashallah.
Then 12 companies from Indonesia.
Wow.
Then 4 companies from Malaysia,
Okay.
from Brazil, from Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, all. At the same time, we not only, Shahzad, we do the business activity because it's a boring type of thing, people say.
Right, of course.
Only for the business community is very good, but so in every Rawal Expo, International Rawal Expo, in the evenings we arrange the social evenings.
Yeah.
Right.
It's music, it's concerts, it's comedy, it's a
Yeah.
family event as well.
Oh yes, that's absolutely true, and that is what I was coming to. So ladies and gentlemen, I was reading this on their website as well, because as you already mentioned, you know, for people like me, it does get a little boring, to be
Yes,
very
of
honest.
course.
And when you're looking at a 5-day expo, you do need some sort of recreation, right? So they do offer pet shows as well,
Yes,
and you know,
you're
recreational
right.
activities
I was
like
about to
concerts
mention
and
every
everything.
evening, Shahzad, there is some special
Auto
theme.
show too, yeah.
Yes, we have the auto show, we have the pet show, we have, and we celebrate the 4 and 5 days of Pakistan, like the Punjab Day,
Oh,
Gilgit
wow.
Baltistan Day. So the international exhibitors who are coming, now it is not possible for them in 5 days they can go to Balochistan or to Sindh.
Right.
So here in the evening they can see the culture of
Experience the
Sindh.
culture.
Then not only this culture of Sindh, in the food court, all the Sindhi dishes will be served and cooked, and
Okay.
the stall holders, things like that.
Wow.
And then we have the car rallies, things like that.
Okay, okay.
Now, about the exhibition. First of all,
I'm sorry that I'll have to stop you over here, but I've got a very interesting story to share.
Okay.
Since we were talking about all of these social events taking place, so once, ladies and gentlemen, one of my chachu actually called me. I'm very sorry that I have to do this. And then I think you remember this
Yes,
as well.
and
So one
you-
of my chachu calls me and he's like that, he's friends with somebody in Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce and Industries. And, probably the Prime Minister or the President of the country is coming for an event, so they want a host.
Yeah.
And would you be able to host it? And I was like, are they willing to pay money? And then my chachi goes like, okay, I'll probably have to ask them. I was like, okay, you give my contact to them and then we'll be in conversation. So imagine that, it's like more than 8,000 members who are filthy, wealthy, businessmen as well. So what happened was, then I was like, okay, this is how much I'm going to charge. Oh, bhai, itne to paise hi nahi hai hamare paas. So that was the most hilarious part when you get to hear it from the Chamber of
Chamber
Commerce
of
people.
Commerce.
Now.
That, they're saying that, hamare paise hi nahi hai.
Shahzad,
And should I tell you-
Shahzad, let me clear
Sure,
the thing.
sure.
It's not about the hamare paas paise hain ki nahi. The main thing is, it's a non-profit organization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the president, the
We do
whole
understand
team,
that.
we are here for 1 year and we are volunteers.
No, this was nothing to offend
No,
you.
no,
I was just
no,
sharing
no,
my
no. I'm just
experience.
explaining.
Yeah.
I'm just sharing with the people
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
that what Chamber of Commerce.
Exactly.
Yes, please.
We are volunteers, and we are the custodians of the chamber, the members' money.
Yeah.
And we just take the subscription of 4,000 rupees for a year from one member. That's all. And one of my senior always, he kidding and sometimes he's serious, he says, if every member visits the chamber every day and a cup of tea divided by 365 days,
it's already taken care of.
More 4,000 is gone than the tea we serve. So things like that. So anyhow, so now the exhibitions. We are not only doing the exhibition domestically.
Right.
This is the only one exhibition we do in 1 year, and we invite the delegates and all that, and to increase the exports of Pakistan economy. But at the same time, every month we do one exhibition outside Pakistan in different parts of the world. You mentioned Adnan Siddiqui. Made in Pakistan is the brand of Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce. This was our initiative 11 years back. We started Made in Pakistan single country exhibition from Bangladesh. Later on, we added on India. And Shahzad, there was a time we used to do 6 expos in a year in India made in Pakistan.
Wow.
And then we added on the SAARC countries. We go to Afghanistan, Central Asian states, Middle East, and the Far East, USA, UK.
Right.
Name of a country, name of a continent where you will not find Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce with the brand Made in Pakistan.
Right. I'm so sorry, sir. I have to cut you over here,
Please.
but I have to move on to you. We will definitely come back to the expo. You know, there's so many things that we need to discuss. But since you do give a platform to all these, you know, people who have business ideas and who already have developed a business, do you also have some sort of way to appreciate them? I mean, of course, they do need appreciation at any level, right?
Thank you, Shahzad. First of all, thank you very much, Shahzad and
Thank you
Shahzad.
very much,
It's my honor to be on
It's
the
our
national
honor,
TV. As you rightfully said, I just wanted to add one line before going through your question.
Right.
Actually, there are approximately 60 plus chambers around Pakistan.
Yes, of course.
And Alhamdulillah, I'm proud to say that Rawalpindi Chamber is the movers and the shakers of between all the chambers in Pakistan. We are the most happening, most vibrant chamber. The functions we do, people tend to follow us.
Yeah.
We are the trendsetters.
Okay.
So going back to your question, there are a lot of events we are doing on a regular basis.
Right.
Approximately after every 15 days or 1 month, we do plan a big event.
Wow.
And one of, as President Shahid has already told you about the Rawal Expo, one of our very much flagship event is called International Achievement Award.
Okay.
This is one of the event that we are doing from last 31 years.
Wow.
And from last 4 years, we are doing it abroad. For example, in 2016, we went to Dubai. We took around 450 people, our members, and purely businessmen, including SMEs and the big industrialists, to Dubai. We have done the Business Opportunity Conference there.
Yeah.
And 2017, we went to Istanbul. We took around 750 people there.
That's great.
And last year, we went to Baku, Azerbaijan.
Wow.
And following that, this year, I've got the responsibility to manage this award function. And we are going to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, that is great. But I've got one more question. That is that, you know, if every member is going to pay 4,000, you know, for 1 year, how are you guys managing taking them to Turkey, Azerbaijan, or elsewhere?
No, we don't pay for them. We give them the best package.
Okay.
For example, if we are taking them to the Malaysia, we give them a very reasonable package. They travel with us, they give the money. In fact, we subsidize that package. And this time we are expecting 500 plus people accompanying us around, not from only from the Rawalpindi Chamber, and different chambers.
And everyone's going to pay for themselves.
Exactly.
Yes.
I think that's great.
Even the president pays for himself.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
the president should. He should set an example.
Yes.
So these type of events, for example, we are doing on 8th of July, we are doing Business Opportunity Conference in Kuala Lumpur. And 9th of July, we are doing Award Night. It's a huge event. And fortunately, this time, Dr. Mahathir Mohamad will be the chief guest for this event.
Wow, congratulations on that.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And talking about the Business Opportunity Conference, we got a lot of success stories after doing these Business Opportunity Conferences. A lot of companies, we try to make B2B meetings with the matchmaking from the country where we are doing. So a lot of ventures, lot of investments on both sides. We tend to lock that.
Wow, that is such a great job that you're doing. Do you have a question? Because
yes.
I do.
Yes, I wanted to move on with Shahid Sahib over.
Okay,
Now, Shahid Sahib, coming back to the Expo, it's going to be from the 17th of April.
17th of April till 21st of
Till
April.
the 21st of April, and I think that everybody who actually wants to invest in Pakistan, this is the right time probably, under the leadership of Mr. Imran Khan as well. Now, what I wanted to know was, first of all, what kind of merchandise or vendors will be there within the expos? I mean, what are we, are we talking about marble over here? Are we talking about technology, information technology? I mean, what kind of variety?
Actually, there are diversified companies.
Yeah.
Textile sector is there. The marble sector is there. The IT sector is there. Small and medium entrepreneurs are there. The youth of Pakistan, Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce, we very proudly say that, we claim that we never forget the youth of Pakistan.
Yeah.
As you know, Shiza, 60% of what the whole population right now till 2025, we will be in the bracket of from 18 to 30 years of age, the youth. Now it depends on us that how we are going to cater them, how we are going to direct them. If we are going to take them positively, they will be the future of Pakistan, and Pakistan is going to take off.
Definitely.
But unfortunately, if we are not going to cater them right now, this is the right time. So God forbid, things can go on the negative way as well.
That's true, that's true.
So Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce, we have MOU with the top universities of Pindi, Islamabad, 16 universities, and Shahzad. We always take them on board, especially the students who are the grads of the second last semester or the final semester, who want to come into the practical life in the businesses, but they have some hidden fear. That they think that if to be CEO of any company, so it is very impossible thing, or it's a miracle, or I cannot do that. So we always encourage them, and what you call it, the academia business linkage, we create that. That the students and our successful entrepreneurs, industry, traders, we link them. If they need to do internship in their factory or in their industry or in their shop or in their office, we do arrange that for 6 months, for 1 year, for 6 weeks, up to them. And at the same time, we ask our members, the industrialists, the traders, that if you need, because you are a successful story, maybe by luck or maybe by due to your hard work. But now, if you want to cope up with the world, and what world is doing, technology is needed, and you have to go with the era, what the time is saying. So please match up with these students. They are going to guide you. They have the technology, they have the knowledge, and you have the experience. So
there should be a perfect
if we have to make the best nation of the world, so here is the technology and the knowledge, and you have the experience. So match up. So let's make a best nation. This is what Rawalpindi Chamber is doing.
And should I tell you, that is so important, because I, of course, personally happen to know a lot of people who have recently graduated or are going to graduate from their universities, and often are unemployed, or if they are employed, they settle for lesser wages or probably, not even appropriate job roles, because they're not very well aware of what their own potential is. But they are providing a practical platform, which I feel like everyone deserves to have, to sort of, get a taste of what the market outside is. But moving on to you, sir, do you have any platform for, let's say, a separate platform for women entrepreneurs or micro businesses or anything like that?
Yes, we do, Shiza. On women empowerment, we are doing a lot, especially Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce. We have already got a women incubation center in Rawalpindi Chamber, and a lot of women already working there. And our women standing committee is a very strong committee, and under that we are doing a lot of
we have 300
events.
plus women entrepreneurs.
Yeah, we have approximately 300 plus women entrepreneurs.
So good to hear.
Yeah, but this is what I wanted to ask. So, when we got the guest list, for today's show, so all the 4 names or all the office holders were men. So do we have women playing a role probably at such positions as well within Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce?
Yes, actually in the...
and we can mention their names too as well.
Yes, actually why 4? Were all the guests, because for Monday and the women entrepreneurs are going to their businesses. They were busy.
Makes more sense,
And that's why we are here. But yes, we have women entrepreneurs. They are, and especially from last 4 years when we developed our Women Business Incubation Center. And in that, Shahzad, we provide them free space for 6 months. even at they are at a stage of startups, or they are already established businesses, but still they want to learn. Because Rawalpindi Chamber, we have a lot of departments. We have R&D, Research and Development Department. We have International Affairs Department. We have Fairs and Exhibitions Department, and so on. So if any of they want to take help from any of our departments, we arrange them, we train them. They can use our offices, our staff. We can make them interact with the diplomats. If there's some item, we make them for skill trainings.
Okay.
Like that. So now they are doing very fine, and they are very happy, and the number is increasing day by day.
Wow.
And of course, we cannot forget.
Yeah.
Because it's 51% of the population.
Exactly.
Wow,
I think that's wonderful.
so
And,
great.
you know, ladies and gentlemen, I think that the best part is that it actually was said by the president of RCCI as well. And, you know, him highlighting the importance of women playing a role within entrepreneurship and probably the economy of country is very essential as well. But right now we're going to go for a short break, and when you guys are going to come back, the question stays the same. The ease of business, is it really true or not? Let's do that. Good morning.
Stay tuned.
Magla Hills, the heaven of Islamabad. The abode of God, a place where you can explore your soul and meet power of natural elegance of mountains. Spread over an area of 12,605 hectares, the Magla Range, the foothills of Himalayas, are youngest hills with an age of 5,000 years old. Magla Hills are home to around 600 plant species, 250 bird varieties, 38 mammals, and 13 species of reptiles. Magla Range is characterized by many valleys, scenic spots, and beautiful water streams, especially in the monsoon months. Famous for their tranquil environment and lush green natural splendor, Magla Hills are a particular source of pride, harmony, and spiritual solace. For the residents of Islamabad, many of whom make it a weekly ritual to scale the various trails to Damanikoh and Pir Suhawa. Magla Hills send off its visitors with lasting trail of memories to relish in solitude and provide an escape from the relentless rhythm of life.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. For everybody who just got tuned into PTV World, you watch World this morning alongside Shiza Hashmi and Shahzad Khan. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by the President RCCI and the Chairman International Achievement Awards as well. He's none other than Mr. Nadeem Rauf, and the President himself is Mr. Shahid Salim as well. Well, I actually had to call my chachu, to ask and give the reference to as well. It was wonderful. to know that he actually belongs to the same place where we belong as well. And I think, well, you know, people from Rawal Mandi has made their lives very amazing.
I proudly say that
I'm a
my
pretty
business
word
place where I earn my bread and butter, I proudly say that I belong to Rawal Mandi.
Alhamdulillah. Even I belong to Rawal Mandi as well. Ladies and gentlemen, once a Pindi boy, always a Pindi boy.
Pindi boys.
But moving on, sir, now talking about, you know, we getting up and higher in terms of ease of business. How does it really work? What are we referring to when we talk about ease of business as well? Because over here in Pakistan, business becomes so difficult that everybody who gets to know wants a chunk of it every time.
Shahzad, you are talking and asking me a question which is very sensitive and very near to my heart.
Exactly.
Like from the last 6 months when I became president of our Pindi Chamber, so we are doing a lot on this. And of course, we are all the time interacting with the government. And especially our Commerce Minister, Mr. Razak Dawood, he's always very supportive and he wants to deliver, the government wants to deliver. So that's why they always talk with us, especially the Pindi Chamber of Commerce. Now, ease of doing business, let's talk some realities. Because if we are not going to talk the realities, then we will never coop up. Ease of doing business, yes, in the last few months from the ranking we have from the 148, we have went to 136 or like that. Yes, it is a good thing, but at the same time we have to see that at what number was our neighbor India. They were at 128 or something like that and they went to 80 or something like that, and now people are talking, the rumors that in the next 6 months they will be at number 40 at the ease of doing business. So if you see the population, they are 5 times bigger population country than us. Now, ease of doing business, the present government is trying a lot, but still a lot needs to be done in that. I will just give few examples that will set the direction that what else is demanding, what the business community says, that how ease of doing business should be improved. The present government, Shiza, in the last 2 months announced that the number of taxes, the direct or indirect, there were 46 or 47 taxes, and they have reduced the number to 36. Or they say, some say that the number is reduced to 21. Okay, we really appreciate that. But one technical thing, that how many times in a year you have to report for that specific tax. Still, the number of reporting times, it remains the same, that every month you have to report the tax. Number of taxes are reduced, but number of reporting is still remains the same. Now, for example, at every first of each month, I have to report for my advanced income tax. So for that, Shahzad, you have to interact with your accounts department. You have to interact with your tax lawyer. And that is over after you finish that return file. So now, after 5 days, you have to return your withholding tax. Okay. Again, you have to sit with your staff. Then you have to sit with your lawyer to file the. Now, every 15th of the month, you have to file your GST return. Okay. That is over. Then is the labor department. You have the labor tax. Okay. After that, you have to say the EOBI. Okay. So every day you have to say to your accounts department and your lawyer that for this. This is what I'm saying, the ideal situation. Even unless you're not into audit of any tax, or even you're not served with any notice of tax, that is extra. So how you are going, what time you will get to focus on your business. If you will earn your business, then you will be having the ease of doing business, then you will pay the taxes.
So is it right or wrong? Because I want to ask one more thing, and I think which is very important since we're talking about ease of business. And it can be either way as well, and that is that, you know, since I recently went to the UK, you know, pound has gone up to 185, it was at 182 then. Dollar's gone up as well, you know, things are getting expensive over here. How do you think that we can probably, it is easy to do business anyways with such high and staggering foreign exchange rates as well? So probably you should actually, you know, say something where they really focus on doing something about the business community.
Actually, Shahzad, the main thing is that is the uncertainty prevailing. In the first 4 months of the present government, while they took over and started the government, there was a lot of uncertainty and no policy was coming. And when there is uncertainty in the economy and the environment, nobody invests and the economic wheel is jammed and stuck. Then in the middle of the January this year, a little bit relief came and a little bit fresh air started coming in the form of the mini budget. Some confidence developed, but unfortunately that is again unstable, again uncertainty due to the dollar. What the business community always requests the government, and when we talk with the government, when we sit with them, we give them a suggestion, even if you are going to set the dollar for 150 or 145, please do it.
Right.
So that everybody should knows where's the direction of the economy, how much our rupee will be against dollar. So we can set the directions, we can set the goals for next 5 years.
Right.
That's what we are going to do.
Okay.
And same is the demand of the foreign investor. When there will be no clear policies, how the FDIs will come.
Right. Okay.
So we have to set the policies, our industrial policy, what is going to take place for next 5 years. But when there will be no policies coming, so you see what your stock market is doing these days. It's going down every day because it's the uncertainty. If we are going to IMF, so let's go. If we are not going, so we should not go. But so some clear directions should be coming, some clear statements should be coming from our government that this is the direction for the business community, then that's the ease of doing business.
Okay.
One more thing in ease of doing business, we want to compete with the international market, Shahzad.
Yeah.
Right now, the present government statistics says that in the industrial zones of Pakistan, just 10% of electricity is provided.
Okay.
And 90% still not provided. And the good thing is we have electricity in the national grid.
Yeah.
So the only problem is the management and the distribution,
Okay.
which needs to be increased, which needs to be settled down, which needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
Somewhere infrastructure, new infrastructure is needed
Yeah.
in industrial zone. Because why I am taking this? Because Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce, we are the only chamber who has its own private sector industrial state.
Okay.
Here in Rawalpindi, in Rawat area,
Okay.
where we have the infrastructure of about 1,200 units, 1,200 units, and in Shahzad, 350 factories are already working, industry is working, another 100 are in the pipeline, like their plants are ready, and in next 6 months they are ready to deliver. But what is the problem? The energy, the power. So that is the thing which needs to be done. And ease of doing business, what we recommend to the government, that the human interaction should be resolved, reduced.
Okay.
Online things should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
The more when we, because one good thing is that the present government says and the Prime Minister says that they are working over that corruption. So the lesser the human beings will interact, less will be corruption.
Yeah.
Right.
The more will be the systems.
That's true.
Systems should be developed. What the other world is doing, so that will be more good.
Okay, absolutely, that's true. Thank you so much for saying that. But Shahzad, I do know you have something to ask. I have a very small point to add to that. You know, I always sort of tell my friends, be Pakistani, buy Pakistani, and I absolutely do believe in that.
Yeah.
And ever since we did start the austerity drive as well, I've been buying so much Pakistani products, to be very honest. Even my, you know, clothes and my accessories, everything is super
Well,
Pakistani.
I'm open for gifts as well.
Okay, well, you'll get one. But you know, this is sort of a funny story. We do have a segment to our country that does not sort of believe in buy Pakistani. I'll tell you why. So I have a sort of a, you know, relative in my society. I don't know how they, in my family actually related to me. So they were developing irons, and they developed this iron in Gujranwala, you know, the typical istri that we have in every household, right?
Exactly.
And then when we got one, of course, we ordered one, and it said made in Germany, to which my mom was laughing, and she asked, why does it say made in Germany? And he said, because no one buys it otherwise. I mean, why do we have to
Very
really make a product, manufacture something in our own country, our own resources and everything, and then stamp it someone else for people to buy it?
I think it's the company's decision as well. You know, whoever gets it made over here in Pakistan, they have a choice.
No, but
whether
what
to
if
put
it's
that
local?
stamp on it or not.
Okay.
Yes, but right now what I will say is that the QC, the quality controls of the factories, we should, first thing is that the government and we being the industrialists, we should make a quality where we should proudly stamp made in Pakistan.
Yeah, of
Exactly.
course.
We should.
Yeah.
Because if we are not going to stamp, your competitors in the national market, they will take your product and they will stamp their country name and they will re-export.
Right.
Exactly.
This is what's happening.
That's what's happening, right?
This is what's happening with your rice. That is exported to Dubai and repacked, and your neighbor stamps their country name on the packaging, and that is exported. And rice belongs to your motherland. So one is the quality control. The second thing, very important, that the present government is discouraging imports. We, the business community, agrees to that, but it should be stepwise.
Yeah.
First, Shahzad, give the import substitution.
Okay.
Very good.
If we are going to stop the import of the cellular phones, so first thing, is there any cellular phone factory here in Pakistan? No. But at the same time, if we are going to stop the import of cars, okay, stop it, because we have already 7-8 plants working here, and with the passage of time, the automobile sector is increasing, okay, stop it. We do agree. We don't say even increase the duties, we say, okay, stop the import and let's buy the Pakistani products.
Let's manufacture,
Stop the textile imports, buy Pakistani wares. We are proud to wear.
Absolutely.
No need to import lavish shoes. Wear Pakistani shoes. Yes. But when some item is not made in Pakistan, there is no plant, there is no factory of that. If you are going to discourage the import of that item, what will happen?
Okay, okay, makes sense, right.
So, no need to, we say, no need to eat the imported chocolate. Eat Pakistani chocolate. Yes, we do agree. But at the same time, when something is not made in Pakistan, say how you are going to stop the import of that.
Right.
I think that's great, but very quickly, one last thing, ladies and gentlemen, and since that is that, you know, both of them happen to be the office bearers at Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce. So I think, Choi Sahab, this is a question for you and for you too as well. Towards the end of that is, do you think that the Finance Ministry of Pakistan, Islamic Republic of Pakistan, is actually going into the right direction?
Question bombs early in the morning?
I think it's
no, I think we'll get it started with you and then we'll move on to him.
I think there is a lot to be done.
Okay.
Yeah, because
just to highlight the areas.
Sab acha
hai? It's not sab acha hai.
Okay.
Because as the President rightfully said, there's no clear-cut policy at the moment. The business community is looking forward to the government because they really supported this government. Because as they said, the Imran Khan regime, they are coming for the change. So we need the change. We need something out of the box. We need to think out of the box. So if you want to think out of the box, then you have to give something to your business community, which they are looking forward to.
Wonderful.
Okay, brilliant.
I will add just in
very
some
quickly
other side of the picture that the real stakeholders should be taken on board to make the policies. Because if I'm making a policy about the business community or the taxes, so the business community should be taken on board. This is the main thing. If you will not take them on board, how you will get the things done?
Wonderful. You wanted to add?
Yeah, I want to add a little bit of my baby.
Very quickly, yes.
What I am looking for about the awards. Do join us in this function. It's going to be a huge, and a lot of surprises are also coming because we are making a big event. And as President Saab told, that a lot of investment is already coming to Pakistan. The Proton is putting his manufacturing plant, car manufacturing plant of Malaysia and Pakistan.
We will have more programs on International Achievement Awards. We will give the message to the whole Pindi Islamabad public. So do join us from 17th to 21st of
you
April.
might see one of us as well.
We will be there.
Absolutely. Good luck for that. Congratulations on that as well.
And do join, Shahzad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining us, gentlemen, early in the morning. So, ladies and gentlemen, we were today discussing and again celebrating, of course, the exports and, you know, the ease of business happening in Pakistan and platforms that are actually providing, again, a platform for all the youngsters and the people who already are in the market to channel whatever they have for the country.
Exactly, and I think everybody who's an entrepreneur who wants to do business should actually be affiliated with Rawalpindi Chamber of Commerce too as well. You know, you get great advantages. You know, you get to see a lot of people who are experienced themselves. You know, they're ready to offer, you know, their services, their office place and whatnot. So I think that this is the exposure which every younger person might need as well, you know, at the start of the business. And if you get to see these pros over here, you will definitely realize the importance of it. So please do write to us on our Facebook page, which is with the name of
Well This Morning.
On Twitter.
Well This Morning without a G.
On Daily Motion and GTube.
Also Well This Morning.
And this fabulous repeat is going to be
11 p.m. tonight.
Till the next time, 1, 2, 3. Good morning.
Magla Hills, the heaven of Islamabad. The abode of God, a place where you can explore your soul and meet power of natural elegance of mountains. Spread over an area of 12,000